Welcome back, guys. Welcome to my channel. And today we have a very special guest with us, Tushar Verma. You might already know him, and he goes by the handle Elliot Anderson on the Twitter, and as well as other places as well. Today we are going to discuss about what beginners face in their what in the beginning when they start bug bounties, and what goes behind triaging, and what happens in the background. And also we will talk about how can a beginner learn, or how can a beginner start his journey in the bug bounty and DevSecOps or other field as well. So stay with me. So how are you, Tushar? How's it going?
I'm fine. How are you?
All good, all good. So how is it how is it in your company? What is your day-to-day task in company, and how about it?
Okay, so like in my company, I'm handling the AppSec now for now, and also I need to maintain the uptime of the our application. So basically, it's a mixed type role. I need to handle the cloud DevOps part also, and I also need to look into application security also. So that's all I'm handling in my company for now.
Okay. So people know you by bug bounty, means you were very active in the bug bounty community before. So what happens? What was your means? Why did you change the field? I mean, from pen testing to the DevSecOps to the defensive side.
Okay, so see, like the thing was like I was in AppSec for around 2 years, and I've been doing bug bounty also. But the thing was like want to learn more. Okay, I need to change my field just to learn more, explore more about the field. Like let's say if I'm now in offensive pen testing for around
Mm-hmm.
2 years, I was there, and I was like just I was doing only web API, Android, and these pen testing part. So after like 2 years, I thought like, okay, let's go ahead and explore more. Okay, because there are many things to explore in this field. So I also
Yes.
need to learn the offensive then defensive side also. So in that thing, I thought like, okay, let's start with the cloud, because cloud was like it's the future of the technology. You know that. Okay, like every company is now shifting to cloud only, and most of the breaches are also happening from cloud only. So I thought like, okay, after learning AppSec, let's move to CloudSec first. This was
Mm-hmm.
my plan. And now after moving into this CloudSec, now I want to explore more and more in the defensive side also. But okay, it's a good thing to like find bugs and then report it to the company. But the main part is how you can fix that issue, how you can protect your company from breaches. So that part is also important to learn. To if I want to just learn everything, then I need to start with beginning. So that I think CloudSec was the first thing which I thought it can be easy for me, because I was already in
Mm-hmm.
AppSec, and basically all the application of web and all are now having cloud as a their part in it. Okay, so I thought like it will be easy to learn, and I can move, I can change my domain easily from this. So I just chose this pathway. Plus like I'm doing BTech from LPU in CSE department. So in that we have some optional subject, so in that I chose like cloud and DevOps, just to learn these things. And after learning the theory part in the college, I thought like, okay, let's implement it. So for that I just need a role for it. So I just contacted in the company People Interactive, and then after interview round I was selected for the DevOps engineer role.
Oh, nice. That's very great. So, before since we are going to talk about lot about bug bounty, so I would like to ask, like, how did you started in bug bounty? Like in the beginning, everyone faces some problems, and how did you overcome that problem? And how was your beginning? Like,
So
Mhm.
like I just started this thing in my BTech first year. So the first problem I faced was, we all know, like I am just reporting anything to any program on bug crowd or on any personal bug bounty program, also like private and all. But I am getting a same reply: your bug is known to us. The first problem, which is faced by everyone as a beginner. The second problem was not applicable, because see what was happening, I was not knowing. basically about the bugs. Like say if I'm reporting SQL injection or any vulnerability in, like in shard, I was not like reporting SQL, but I was just mostly reporting P4 bugs, low hanging fruits. And I was seeing like the companies are telling me, okay, this is known to us, or this is out of scope, or let's say this is not applicable for bounty, or like they don't care about these things. Okay, so at the first 2 months I was like facing this problem only, and I was like thinking what I am doing. Okay. Then after that, I just like I wanted to explore more in this, so I just started learning more and more bugs like say SQL injection, SRF, 2FA, and all. And I think 2FA was a game changer for me. And like I thought, like okay, maybe low hanging fruits are known to them. Okay, it can be, but the high impactful bug, let's say two-factor authentication, maybe not known to them. But as we all know, like if I'm thinking anything, maybe it can be wrong. So yes, it went wrong like that only, and I just reported 2FA on bug crowd. And since some programs they were telling it's not applicable for bounty, it can happen. Now I was like, what to do? I'm not getting a bug and all. Then I thought like let's think out of the box. So I just again went and just searched for some blogs and all. I searched. I just like I made a notes of all the vulnerabilities which I can test on an application. And after like 2 months of effort, I got the first bounty, and that bounty was of $100. So after like hunting for around 2 to 3 months, I just got the first bounty, and it was like I was like I got the mail at 3 a.m. I remember now also, and that 3 a.m. I was like very happy, like okay, I got a bounty, I got a bounty. So it was the first bounty, and that after that I started hunting more and more, because I came to know how this bug bounty was, this program was working, and what they wanted from a bug bounty hunter. Because see, I have seen many let's say new like new hunters are coming, and like they are writing happy to secure blah 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 company name. But I guess if you are reporting a low hanging, let's say you are reporting a email bombing attack type bug and all, it's not, you're not like helping them to secure the company. Okay, so for that, if you want that your let's say if you are reporting anything which is very impactful for their organization, then they will reward you. So I just came to know this thing, and then I started like reporting bugs like this only, and yes, I got bounty from them. That was it.
So, but like many beginners think that I have learned this bug, so I should get a bug. So you got your first bug after 2 months, right? After you 2 months, you got your
Yes.
first bug, and means you were getting bug, but not the bounty. So people, when they come in
Yes.
the bug bounty field, they think like, okay, I have started learning bug bounty, so I should get a bug and bounty in 1 month or in, means they don't have a patient. Means they feel like, okay, I have submitted, I have done this, so I should get a bounty and something. So yeah, that's the one thing that in the beginning, like you should not go for bounties first, right? You should go
Yes.
how many, and you should improve your methodology. Means if you are focusing on one bug, or if you are focusing on many bugs. So yeah, again that rise a question like how how would you do, like you should in the beginning you should focus on one bug, or you should go with many bugs and focus on one site, I mean, or one program. What would you, what is
Okay,
your
so
opinion?
see, if you're talking about the approach part, so approach part takes time. Like in my first month, I was not having any approach. I just learned some low-hanging fruits, and I was just testing that 4 to 3 bugs in every site. Okay, but I was not getting any result. They were only telling me same message like it's duplicate, it is not applicable, and everything like that. So now according to me, after testing many website, I found many bugs. You need to learn not all vulnerabilities, but some. Let's say if you are testing, let's say you can just divide in some cases type. If you want to test for server side vulnerabilities, so learn all the server side attacks. Let's say SQL injection, SRF, and then start like testing on a website. Because what happens, you don't know if a particular website is having SQL injection or not. So if I just learned one bug and started testing it on every site, at a beginner state I may be demotivated, because see, let's say if you go for a particular learning path, the first formality they are have put it is the SQL injection. Now if a beginner is learning SQL injection, it's good, okay, he may learn, but now he need to learn how to bypass WAF, and that's a very like you can say very hard thing. Like sometimes I am also not able to bypass it. So if he only learns only one modality, then it will be very like means he will be like testing it in every website and he won't get anything. So learn 5 to 6 bugs, not everyone, because there are many bugs, 100 plus vulnerabilities on application level. So he can learn 5 to 6 vulnerabilities, easy one you can say, and then start. I think the first bug which a beginner can learn is CSRF. That's a very
Okay.
easy bug to learn. He only need to apply some of his brain to test the website, and he can easily change with XSS. So I think
Hmm.
CSRF, XSS, then broken access control, these are some easy bugs which he can try. Now also in broken access control he need to be experienced, so after testing many websites he will get the experience. So these 3 4 bugs don't need any coding knowledge, and he can start. Like in access we need some basic JS knowledge, but yes, we can go without it also, and we can just start testing it. But, that we can do. And for the approach part, I will say understand the application first, and just see all the frameworks, like in the backend what they're using, because see, of course the code will have some similarities, and at a start we don't like if you ask any one of any bug hunter, they don't explain these things, like okay, you need to understand source code also. So he needs to understand if a framework is having some vulnerability, then that application will have that vulnerability. So it will be very easier for him to like just go on and get some bugs easily. So he need to understand the application first, all the layers and structures, and then he can start pen testing it. It will be very easy for anyone, any beginner to start doing pen testing after that.
Okay, so you suggest that one should learn 5 to 6 bugs and then start hunting, right? And after that
Yes,
hunting, at the same time, the first bug that you would suggest that CSRF or XSS. But I think so XSS would be little bit what do we say when it most of the most of the common XSS payload are now been blocked by normally during the secure coding round only, like filtration.
yes,
And the thing that
yes.
happens like now most of the company and websites use WAF, so I don't think so XSS would be a good vulnerability to start with, but CSRF and IDOR could be a great I mean, because what my approach is that I at the beginning started hunting for CSRF. So CSRF, we need to test all the functionality, right? So at the same time, we also get to know about all the website functionalities which we can interact with. And if we note down all that endpoints, like what I like to do is while seeing while testing for functionalities, I also note down all the endpoints. What endpoints I can test, what vulnerabilities in a checklist in the site, in a Notion or even a notepad. And then at the end, after I have done with CSRF or IDOR, I start with IDOR basically. Then I will go for CSRF or something. So after that, I will note down. I will once completed, I will check. I will go through the checklist which endpoint is left to test for which vulnerabilities, and I go by that. But yeah, CSRF and CSRF and IDOR would be a great vulnerability to start with. So yeah. So also, one thing that you wish you would knew, like at the beginning when you started, and right now you are quite professional in that field. So, what do you think that one thing that you wish you were you would know when you started? Like, what would that one thing that you wish you knew
So
before at the beginning?
okay, so at the I will say, like if you are very new to this field, first thing is we need to be like we need a strong like so you can say not giving up skill. Okay, because in bug bounty the first thing is we are just reporting things, and we are not like let's say I'm expecting a bounty from that vulnerability, but of course it is not like that. So need to have that. Okay, if anyone is not accepting the vulnerability, okay, it's okay, I will just move ahead, I will just find some more vulnerabilities. The first thing. The second thing which I think I wish I knew before was that don't stick to one bug. Like if I'm testing for SQL injection or two-factor authentication, or let's say cross-site scripting, if I'm not getting anything in the application, maybe it's like maybe it's fixed. So instead of just testing same thing again and again so that I can get that particular vulnerability, I can move ahead, I can learn some new vulnerabilities, and then I can test it. Let's say if I got a functionality of auth, then I will learn the auth misconfiguration vulnerabilities, and then I can start testing there. But when I was at the beginning stage, I used to test. Okay, I know this vulnerability only, and I got that functionality in the website, so I will test that. I will try to get a bug, but that like it will not be like we can say the best way to start bug bounty, because of course, like for example, if in a website I'm getting 2FA bug, then maybe in a other website I won't get. So people need to understand that okay, if you're not getting a bug, then you can move ahead, learn some more, and then try some more things in that particular application, because application is like having many functionalities. And main problem which I was doing, I like the mistake I was doing was that I was not exploring the functionality. So you need to explore the functionality and then start
Exactly.
testing in that application.
Yes. The one mistake that I wish I knew before was I was heavily relying on automation. Like I was making scripts and tools and to automate stuff, but that lead to me lot of duplicates and automation. Basically, I was only able to do like low hanging bugs automation, and that low hanging bugs were already reported on that program because people also use same techniques and tools to find the bugs, right? So this
Yes.
rise a question like, what is your opinion on automation, or you should go for manual hunting? What is your opinion?
Okay, so I think like you also know that like my automation part is very weak. Okay, now like I don't know about like how I can explain. Like see, basically my approach is all like it's manual. Okay, I have never used any extension also. But from the past 6 months, you can say I came to know like okay, there are some extension for IDOR, and also I just started using that. But before that, I was only doing manual pen testing via Bugsuit. And automation, see, I haven't tried that much because I'm not that like strong, like my coding is weak. Okay, like I don't know that much coding, so I can't just create a basket for it. And see, the main problem is like okay, it's very good for us to automate things, but at some point, like if you're automating the recon part, it's good, like okay, it will save your time. But if you want to automate the like you need to, you're thinking like okay, I will create a bash script which will find the bug. So it's a totally waste, because say if you can do, then many can do that. And if many can do that, then the chance of getting a duplicate bug is like more. So better is do manual pen testing, learn things, because in manual pen testing you will also explore the application. So in that case, I guess manual part is the best, and I am also like doing manual pen testing only. So I will tell every beginner to start with manual. After you get some experience and you think okay, I can automate some part, and you can automate, but some part you can't automate a full process. Yes, you can automate, but the chances of like if you are thinking like, okay, I will automate the full cheese. Like, let's say I'm seeing in some LinkedIn and uh, Instagram post and all, they're writing okay, you just need to paste this command and they will do everything, and they will give you SQL injection 1 minute. So don't trust these things, okay, because it's not possible. If it's that easy, then everyone can do that. Okay, so
Yeah.
always like my suggestion is do manual pen testing only. We are Buffsuit. Buffsuit is enough for us.
So basically, you want to say that at the beginning we should do manual hunting, and after we have good enough grabs on that vulnerability, we should try to automate, but only fit till few stages, and after
Hmm.
that again start with manual work, right? And also, you like to use some plugins in Bobsuit, right? So what are those Bobsuit plugins would you suggest, or what are those Bobsuit?
Okay, so for now I'm only using two plugins. Basically, one that's authorized. Okay. So what is like like I was just searching on the internet about the BSc bugs because I need to find some. So what was happening in the brokenness part nowadays? The application are like they are like you can say it's not very easy to find brokenness anymore. Like in the past, we used to see ID, we used to change it, and we are getting the IDOT. But nowadays it's very hard to like understand. Okay, I need to test BSc here or not. So for that there are some extensions in the Burp store. Okay, and I think these like authorizer, authmetrics, and auth repeater. Now these are the extensions which I use in my day-to-day VAPT, and it helped me to find IDOT easily. Okay, like it will be we can say it will semi-automate things. Okay, you need to exploit it by your own, but yes, it will help you to do BSc more easily. And I think broker access control can be made easy with use of this extension. And apart from that, you can explore more extension because like for SQL injection I am doing manually only, and for 2FA we don't need any extension. So yes, I guess these are the only extensions which I have used till now for semi automating my things.
Okay. So also like many people in the beginning, they get stuck in the recon process only, and they don't
Yeah.
actually start hunting. So what is your thought on that?
Okay, see, the problem is this: what is happening in the internet? If you see, there are many tools available for recon. So
Yeah.
what is happening? We are just going for all the tools. Okay, we are making a simple bash script because it's very easy for us to make a bash script for all the tools, and then we just try to run that. Now, see, recon is all about getting information about the application or target, and that information can be used further for our pen testing. But all the beginners saying like, okay, if I do more and more recon, I will get many information, but they don't know how to use that information. So for that, they need to understand. Okay, start with slow, like start with some small information only, and then try to like explore more things. Let's say, for example, if I'm doing the OSINT, so with OSINT, what kind of thing I can do? How can I can use that OSINT information or that report in our pen testing? If I understand that, then I can add more things in my in the recon part. But what is happening nowadays, we are seeing many automation tools are available for recon. We are doing a full recon scan. In fact, I was also doing the same thing at beginning. I used to do more, like I was using many tools for only one single task, and I was getting bunch of information like everything. Like you can say subdomains, then let's say useful directories, JS script, then JS files, many things. But I was like thinking what to do. Like I got all the information, but I can do like how I can use this in my pen test. So my suggestion will be make a small recon process for at beginning, stick to it, see how it is useful to us, how it can help me, and after that go for like making your recon list long. But at start make a small list only for the vulnerability also and for the recon also. Like
Mhm.
start slow with all the concise concept and knowledge, and then go on with adding many things like that. So if they are doing this thing with a plan way, then they can understand recon and then they can see the power of recon, like how it's very useful for the hackers and the bug bounty hunters or pen tester.
Mhm. So like I would like to add something there. Like what I like to do is I like to go through the main website first, the main domain they
Mm.
have, and see what exactly that website is intent to do and what that exact website does in the background. So I get that okay, this could be something valuable to me. So after that, I start doing recon, so that at that particular time, if I get something in my recon process that okay, oh yeah, I know this thing is very interesting and this could hint something to vulnerability or some interesting sensitive information. So yeah, I like to do like first go through main website first, and then go through recon. Like once I'm done with the main website, then I go to the recon process, because after that I know exactly what that subdomain is intent to do. For example, let's say payment dot example.com. Okay, payment is quite a known word, but suppose that word is not known. Workers, let's say worker dot example dot com. Now we don't know that worker dot example dot com what exactly that does. We need to know the main website first, that what the website intends. Then we can understand that okay, this worker dot
Yes.
domain might be used to start some instance or something kind of stuff. So yeah, that is my approach. I mean, so it varies
Mm.
from everyone, but yeah. So also
And
another
I will add
question. Yeah,
also
yeah, yeah.
add one thing. Basically, if we are like doing the con, like I totally agree. Like okay, we need to see the main side. But in my case, what I'm doing, let's say I'm seeing the scope first. It's a small scope or medium scope or large scope. So it's a small scope. It's a small scope. Then I just follow the same thing which you are telling. Okay, I'm just going for a main website. But in the medium scope part, I don't go for main website because I think in the main
Yeah,
website
yeah.
many have. So I just try to find a endpoint or let's say a subdomain which may be not known to everyone, and then start testing on that particular subdomains or that endpoint only because I got it
Mm-hmm.
from recon. So that helped me to get like the chance of getting the bug valid is more.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. Actually, I was also wanted to add that limitation is that means the methodology get changed according to the scope of the program. I mean,
Yes.
so if it is a medium scope, what I like to do in a medium scope and a large scope is that first only get the subdomains. And in that subdomain, I like to take screenshots. And while looking screenshot, I think, okay, these and these are similar sites. So they might be sharing the same code base. So if I find a vulnerability on one site, I might be able to find on that as well. So I will just aggregate them, short them out that, okay, this domain and these subdomains share the same code base by checking the screenshot. Also check that okay, these there is a login page on that screenshot, so we can find do more recon at that state that find some credential on GitHub maybe or somewhere leak or somewhere like that. So that changes according to the scope. I want to say that yeah. So but basically, if we are hunting on a small scope program like on CNEC, we need to know that what website does before we actually start to do
Yes.
hunting or recon. So that was the point actually.
Yes.
Okay, so again moving back to the questions. So next question is that like you are doing the triaging stuff in your company, right? If someone reports a bug, you get to look on it and you triage it. So what goes behind triaging? What are the things that you look in the report and stuff?
Yeah. So see, like the first thing, if you are like the first thing I need to see is the report format. So basically, what happens? The problem which I am facing if I am seeing any report in my like company's program, they are not just giving a proper report with explanation. Let's say if they found SQL injection, or let's say if they found excesses. So if they are not mentioning the endpoint, then how I can like test and be sure like okay, it's a vulnerability or not in my application. So the first thing is like they don't mention the endpoint. The second thing is they are just giving us an impact. So now, if suppose if I am just making a report and I'm just giving an impact, okay, I can take RC from it. So this is not like working like okay, I am telling RC, but we need to show the like POC exploit how I can get RC. Because just you are like making a report and telling company like okay, from this I can get a RC, then it's like any not applicable report. We'll just
Yes.
close it. So this need to be like they need to understand these things. Like say you're just getting excesses, let's say, and just a pop-up, and now you're claiming I can steal the uh, cookies and then I can just do account takeover. So you need to do that now because of course after access we are getting the cookies, but it's not like you will always like if you try also to do account takeover, then it's not very easy. Like you can steal cookies and then do account takeover. If it were that easy, then everyone can do that. So what I see, like I'm seeing the reports, they are just doing a simple access attack payload they are using, and then they're just claiming these things like okay, I
Mhm.
can do this thing, I can do that thing, but I have been like testing application for now 2 years, so I know like okay, this is not possible in every case, and like if you are just claiming it. So I like all the days I'm just seeing these things only. Plus there are some vulnerabilities which are out of scope in our program of
Yeah.
our program, but they are then also they are just sending us a report of it. So it's
So
like
they are
like
not checking policy.
means they are not seeing anything like okay there is out of scope or not, if it's need to be like informed to us or not. Like if we are given DOS attack is out of scope, then also they are giving us DOS attack. Why? Because we are just told all the things in out of scope, it's very clear. But then also they want to, and sometimes I will just tell you one thing. I just I have seen many blind access report. In that they are having their own IP. Okay, they are getting their own IP on their dashboard, and then they are claiming that okay, I got the admire, and like I'm seeing the report, I'm saying okay, it's your own IP, bro. Then how you have got blind accesses? So these things comes like okay, they are like maybe they are just they are just doing just pasting the payloads, and then if they got anything they just report, they don't check it from their end. So it can be very hectic for like me to just see all the reports and check from the like in my application if it's or not, and then I need to reply. So it's very hectic for me, like to just test
Mm.
everything.
So basically, you are saying that they should verify the impact themselves first before reporting the
Yes.
vulnerability. That actually that
Yeah.
bug is working or not. And also, like another question that I would like to ask, like uh, the reason, what could be the reason for the out of scope? Means most of the company I have seen on CNAC that many time they out of scope SQL injection as well. And also I have also seen one program in which RC was out of scope. So what is the reason
Yeah.
behind, like what is that reason out of scope for?
Okay, see, the problem is like, okay, we want to fix every bug. Okay, and as a like, if you are talking about any corporate company, any MNC, we want that. Okay, all the bugs need to be fixed from our end. But the thing is, we like the bug bounty hunter need to understand. Like, okay, the software team are working for it, but sometimes what happen? There are some codes which can't be fixed. Like, you can say in 1 to 2 days. Okay, the first thing. The second thing is there are many applications like you can say in that they are let's say I just talk about cores, okay, or let's say accesses. So if my application is like all the we can say the architecture is made to allow accesses, because let's
Hmm.
say if I'm having domains and then I am having some subdomains from where I'm calling out something. So if I am fixing accesses in my code, then I won't get the API link from the main domain. Okay, some problem we can face. If in the case of SQLi, so basically they put it in also out of scope because maybe they are fixing it. So to like what happens? Let's say if I got was one SQL injection in a website xyz.com, I will start like telling everyone, okay, I got SQL, and then many will start testing there, and they will report the same vulnerabilities. These are trending bug bounty. There are many hunters which share their reports. So in that case, what happened? We just got so many like let's say million anyone to reply the same thing. Okay, the vulnerability you have reported is known to us. It duplicate, and then they start telling us, okay, if it's known, then why you haven't fixed it? We are fixing. There are many works which we need to do. So RC, SQL injection, or any vulnerabilities it can be. The company are trying to fix it, but it will take time, because if you say like like even nowadays the application are very different. So if a very new company has been launched, then they will be just following all these like best practices to make their application secure. But if we talk about some old companies, let's say if you're talking about my company, People Interactive, so we have a website which was made like we can say before 2010 2005. So in that case, to start changing a code now at a very like instant, it is not possible. You need to understand because there are many lines of code there. So
Hmm.
since newcomers don't understand these things, so they think like, okay, we don't want to fix it. We want to fix it, but the out of scope thing is we know this, we are working on it, and we don't want these type of report for now. We want something new. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
because see, we are here to pay you for the like the bug you are reporting, but the bug which we don't know, or the bug, like, see, if I am getting brand access in my company, I will be happy to pay them, and we will try to fix that, because it's a very like you can just imagine brand access impact. So that thing is acceptable, but if you're reporting excesses, let's say normal pop-up one, like, in my case, I think if you are just reporting a pop-up accesses, it's waste. Okay, because like, okay, you got a work, you are already happy, but after
Mm-hmm.
that, if you post exploit this, then it's impactful. But like, if you're just only making a payload and just putting on a form page, and then you're getting a pop and you're very happy, like, okay, I just I'm a hacker, I got access, so it's not impactful to any company. So
Mm-hmm.
the newcomers need to understand that, like, okay, you are giving us a very like impact things, like, okay, it can do this. Try to check from your end if it can happen or not, and then you can report to us or any company, and the trader will also see that, okay, he has done all the things and then he's reporting. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so that will also create a like, we can say, a new image for all the bug bounty hunters to the corporate employees, because nowadays what is happening, they are reporting anything: email bombing,
Mm-hmm.
SPF demark, mail server misconfiguration. This is known to us, and maybe we are fixing it. Anyone can, like, maybe they are taking some time, so you need to understand these things also.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so like you see, you told that SPF record and all those, that came to my mind that many people give training about bug bounty and stuff. So I have
Yes.
heard that you were also giving training. So what happened to that, and why did you stop? And
Okay,
what
so
got?
okay, so at start, I was also in this training part, but the thing was like, in my time when I was giving training, the you can say there were not so much of blogs and, you can say, like, labs for practicing bug bounty, and the amount of resources which we have now was, like, you can say, not there for any beginner to start bug bounty.
Mhm.
But nowadays, what is happening? We are getting everything for free. Okay, and
Yes.
you can say, like, blog. If you want to learn any vulnerability, you just need to just go on Google, search. You'll get Medium blogs, HackerOne reports. There are some
Mhm.
labs also. Portsugar, Pentester Lab, Portsugar, Hack the Box, AppSecEngineer.com. There are many things. So after, like, giving training for around 6 to 8 months, I thought, like, okay, now things are like, everything is for free and available in the internet. So the need for you can say, to teach was like, I was charging, let's say, any amount from any student, let's say 5,000, 10,000. Then it was like, I'm I was on I was seeing like, okay, these things are available. I'm also just learning from the internet, and now everything is available. So why to teach by like asking money from anyone? So I thought, like, okay, let's stop this, and then I started sharing like blogs, threads, on my Twitter handle and LinkedIn, so that I can help every single newcomers in this bounty, and they can start doing this. So I was like, okay, mean, see, it's not about money thing. Like, okay, at start, I was also doing hunting, and I was getting bounty, but the main thing was to help everyone. But since, time is money, so at the
Yes.
start, of course, I need to give time, I need to like, make notes, and then I need to just take the classes, teach them everything. So of course, time is money and I will charge. But nowadays, I think, because the blogs are available, I don't need to teach to anyone for this.
Mhm.
So I thought, okay, let's stop this, and then we can share for free only. Because see, like, it was like I was saying, there was no use for giving any training to anyone for now, because everything is now, like, if you see any conference, their conference have been like after I think March 2021, I have seen many conference and they explain each and everything. Okay, and nowadays I have seen they are you can say all the top hunters of let's say bug crowd. They are saying their methodologies for free, so I can top the training. That's one of the reason.
So, in community, I still see many people give training, and this could be a controversial question. But would you suggest someone to go for training, or what means? What is your opinion there on that?
Okay, see, okay, see the I don't
Asking
wanted
this
to
question, I could get in a what do you say? I could get into trouble asking this question, but still, what is
okay,
your
so see,
opinion?
in this community there are some trainers which they are good. Okay, if I will telling you about my friend, his name is Aitya Sinde. He's giving training, and apart from him, there are many other trainers also in this field. But I think Aitya Sinde is like he has more experience than anyone. Okay, when I was a beginner, I have seen his like he was in Buckrout top 100. He has found like RC, SRF, 2FA, IDOM, like more of the P1, P2 bugs. He was on the top of the Buckrout, I think, for years. Okay, so I think learning from him is good. Okay, apart from that, there are many more trainers available. But see, I'm like it's not like okay, I just India is my friend, so I'm just like okay, not like that. See, the main thing is you can check the bounty success of the student. So if I compare IHS India as a trainer with any other trainers which are present in the market, so they are just posting the low hanging fruit. Okay, like let's say SPFD mark and then normal P4 bugs only. So at long run, it may be not useful. Okay, for now, because when I was very active in bug bounty, low hanging fruit was like I was also like hunting for low hanging, and yes, I was like having so much of bounty from it. But nowadays, everyone knows how to test for low hanging. So in that case, if you are joining a training program which is only teaching you low hanging fruits, then it's waste of money because only you'll get one bounty, two bounty, then over. But in ITS Index training, I have seen like many students have got bounty. They have got Hall of Fame from Apple, Google, Microsoft. So I think his training is better than anyone's training present in the market for now, according to me. Okay, he's my
I think
friend.
so.
Okay,
That
but
was a kind of advertisement thing. I think so. I
no,
need to take.
no, it's not advertisement thing. See, if you see
Okay.
the content of
I was just kidding. Okay. No, no.
no, see, the main thing is the what happens. See, bug bounty training. It's an enrolling program for 7 days. He will teach me, but after that, the main part comes. After learning these things, I am testing. I am stuck somewhere. So if your trainer is experienced one, then he can help you. But hunter who don't know how
Your.
to find P1,
Mhm.
he won't be able to help you out if you are stuck somewhere. So if you are learning from a person who is experienced, who is in top in a particular platform, then he can teach you how to like do things which he is doing and how he has like see basically if I am just for example if you have seen my LinkedIn post of I have posted like I will be giving mentorship to two students who
Yeah,
want to
recently
enter
you did that. Yeah.
who are in this bug bounty field and pen testing field. So because I am in this field, I have like been in for 2 years and now I'm doing job also. I can help them to like I can make a learning path for them. They can follow it and then they can try to go for a job or internship. But if let's suppose if I was not having any internship, any bounty, any Hall of Fame, anything like that, and I'm just telling, okay, you pay me, and I will be just giving you all the mentorship and like thing. It's very like fake thing now. So if you're a trainer, it can be IHS India or any other one. But if he has done like he is in the top in his field, any platform, then he can help you out. So choose your trainer by seeing his profile first, and the
Mhm.
content. What type of content he is trying to explain you, he will teach you. So these two things matters a lot if you're choosing a bug bounty trainer.
Mhm. So suppose that if someone cannot afford training for anyone, okay, so what learning path would you suggest to them? Like they should go for the lab or learn from Medium blogs and self-learning, I mean, and then go for the live hunting, or what should they do? Like,
See, like in my case, if I say at start I haven't solved any labs,
mm-hmm.
but now I see solving labs is like it's a very helpful for us if you are a beginner, because see lab will give you a small knowledge about how application is working and how you can break it. So if you're a beginner, I will say start with the pre-lab, that is of you can like if you go on open source and write SQL labs, you will get many labs. There were Audi labs, I think you know. So
Yes.
it was a very basic and beginner lab. You can start like solving it. After you have done that, you can go for any other. You can buy hack the box also. And in hack the box, the thing is like they will be giving a machine and it can have any vulnerabilities. So after like you see the problem which we face is like if I'm getting a real life application, I'm not able to think how to approach. So your approach part will be improved if you're solving hack the box. Okay, like see Portugal is good, but Portugal the main problem is that okay you know that this SQL is present in this or cross-site scripting present in this or any vulnerability is present in this, but in hack the box you don't know. It's a active machine. There is no walkthrough available. You need to just think how you can like break the application and get inside it to so I think you can start with solving labs for every vulnerability and then move to hack the box. I think that's the best thing we can do.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so also like I would like to add that recently I got a question on Twitter that bro, I have learned all the vulnerabilities I could. I have solved all the labs, taken notes and all, but still I'm not able to find any bug. So what would you like to suggest him?
See, he needs to change the approach because basically, if he has learned every word and he is like you can say he's trying to find momentum, but he's not able to break the application. He need to further change his approach because it's very important for him. After changing the approach, he needs to see which vulnerability he knows best according to him.
Yeah.
Like we can't tell like okay go for any vulnerability. No, just he will ask from his mind like okay I know this vulnerability and I will stick to this for now, and then start testing a particular application, stick to it, and then explore everything, then go move on for other program. So if he change the methodology and start, let's say if he's now like testing every vulnerabilities, so you can just
Mm-hmm.
move to one vulnerabilities and try to test if he is getting some bugs or not. So you can change the vulnerabilities time to time and then we can like find more bugs.
So what I suggested him that you need to spend more time on target. So he told that I hunt for 1 week and then if I don't get anything and then I switch to. So I told that you need to spend more time on the target, right? And after that you can try to understand each and every functionality and note down what you can test further. After going through all of that, once you have done with all the checklist as well, then go again back for the recon process. So that was what I suggested him. But it can
Right.
vary according to the experience. This answer was according to my experience, but yeah, this was it.
Yes.
So yeah, again, and uh, I would like to ask one last question, I guess. Okay, yeah. So we also had some questions on Twitter as well. So let me share the screen for once and we can go through Twitter questions. Wait a
Okay.
second. So, are you able to see the screen?
Yes, I can see.
We had only few question, I think so, three of them. So the first question is by शादी कब होगी? भाई की शादी कब
यार
होगी?
ओके बेसिकली मेरा कोई ऐसा प्लान नहीं है अभी करने का, पता नहीं लोग
Yeah.
क्यों लगता है सबको क्यों मन है मेरा ही शादी कराने का, पता नहीं क्यों। तो जो भी जिसने भी पूछा है, मेरा कोई प्लान नहीं है अभी 5-6 साल तक। आई एम हैप्पी सिंगल एंड मत पूछिए तो अच्छा है। ओके।
Yeah, okay. And how did you started in bug bounty? I think so. We have already covered that question. What is the journey behind your success? So, would you like to answer that? What is your
सी लाइक मेरा अभी तक तो मुझे नहीं लगता मैंने मतलब वहां तक पहुंचा हूं, पर ओके आई थिंक द मेन थिंग वाज आई वाज लाइक आई गॉट सो मच ऑफ हॉल ऑफ फेम एंड these things in bug bounty was like I was very motivated from start. And the main thing is you need to be focused, and if you lose this, then it's all over. If you're
yeah.
doing like hunting and all as a full time, or you're doing bug bounty as a part time also, you need to be very focused. And plus one more thing, learning. You need to learn every day because new things are coming. So if you're not updated, then it's all over.
Okay.
Yes.
And last question is, how did Tushar become legend?
See, I also don't know this. Like, I also don't know. I am a these. So let's.
Shout out to Heath for the question.
Like
So,
इसने
okay,
मेरा
that was it. I guess there are no more questions from my side. And this is the last question that I ask everyone. Like, what would you like to suggest the audience? Like, it could be technical, non-technical. It's up to you. But what is that one suggestion would you like to give to audience?
so like if I need to give any, like, I think best thing which I can give to any like if he's a fresher is like stay single. Don't like
Yeah.
basically like if you're having if you're in a relationship, it's okay, good. But if you stay single, see the we know that we have 24 hours only for a day. And if you see like okay, you're doing going for college or you're in office, then you have to take out time for that thing also. And nowadays we are seeing like everyone is in freelancing and bugbounty stuff. So I guess you need to be like trying to make your mind for that thing only. So if you are like, according to me, if you are single, then you are focused, and that's the reason I was very focused throughout my journey. And
Mhm.
best, I think this is the best advice I can give to them: stay single, be focused, and make your see the practice should be the career first. Mm, like everything will be coming and going, but if you're like in my case, I'm in BTech third year. I got my first job. Okay, and I'm doing job in this
Yeah.
MNC. So I think this was the main thing. If you're focused, then you can do things like easily. And the first priority should be your career, then
Mhm.
anything else. Party and all will be. I also do party, but the first thing should be the career first. Okay.
Okay. So before we leave, are you coming to B-sides this year?
Yes.
No.
Yes. I'm going to besides. I'm the one.
Oh, great. See you then. Meet. We will meet there. Okay.
Okay. Sure.
See ya then. That's it. Thank you. Thank you, Tusha, for taking some of your time to talk with us and sharing so many knowledge with us today. And it was very good session, knowledgeable session. I hope so many beginner would be benefit with this session of us. So yeah, thank you. Thank you once again. And see ya. Bye bye. Bye bye.
Bye.